Welcome on ThingsBoard online education program. Subscribe this channel and step forward to best practices with the platform. Core value of a dashboard is visual display of collected data. Appearance of widgets on a state depends on data source and aliases. From this lesson you'll discover all information about aliases in ThingsBoard Community Edition. For the beginning, please create entities from a list on the screen. You already know how to do that. In case of delay, go to lesson 2. After all configuration, you should have ThingsBoard space similar to this one. Now proceed to dashboards and create a dashboard with name alias testing. You'll see how aliases determine widgets. Create an alias with the name single and filter type single entity. Then you should choose the exact entity to be used. For entity list widget, such alias means only one line in a list. If you configure this alias, for example, for hierarchy widget, it means the platform will use entities that belong to chosen entity. Widget will display all related to entities. Entity list alias is a number of entities that you choose manually. In a drop-down menu, select an entity type and then select target entities. For example, you can select all HVACs or 2 customers from a list of 3. Entity name alias allows you to choose one or more entities selected by first letters of entity name. The platform queries entities with specified symbols and display them on a dashboard. You may try to display on image map all streets that has S-started names. To have appropriate state, first you should add latitude and longitude attributes to assets. And then specify keys in data source window. Asset type alias is as simple as that. It filters assets only. If all your assets have the same type, they will appear on a dashboard, for example in entity list widget. The same we can say about device type alias. It allows to choose devices of entered type and, if needed, names of which start with entered query. What is Entity View? Since 2.2 version release, a new feature appeared in ThingsBoard. Entity View allows you give full or limited access to target entities to particular user or external system. Entity View copies originators with allowed for distribution data. So, to use this alias, you should first create such a view. For example, create lesson 6 entity view with view type asset and target asset block B2. And propagate latitude and longitude attributes. No other data from B2 block would be available for entity view. Now create alias with entity view type. If you exclude these attributes from entity view propagation source, lesson 6 won't be displayed on a map. Now you know about simple aliases in Community Edition. Our next goal: learn how to use more complicated aliases like relation query alias. Join our lesson 7.